everybody, ArashiYT here, your coach of the Groningen Noctowls, bringing you week 3 of the LBC as we take on the new Britain Rockruff, who is coached by Dyelt. I just took a shower because it's very, very hot outside, and this match was very hot indeed as well. Now, before we are going to start off the match itself, I do want to give an apology to Dyelt. We tried to play this match like 7-8 times in a row, and every time we tried to do it, it just showed an error. We DC'd just like seconds before the match actually started, so I got a little annoyed, mostly also because my work schedule is just very, very annoying. I've said that in previous videos that, you know, starting the whole week at 6 a.m, so getting out of bed 5 a.m. my time, it just mentally annoyed me. It just mentally irked me a little bit, and I kinda got annoyed by all of the DCs and by all of the, you know, he asked like, can we maybe play on Showdown if things aren't looking good, and I was like, no, I don't want to play on Showdown, because every time I play a Wi-Fi league, shit always happens and I have to play 2 or 3 matches in Showdown. So I got a little bit annoyed, and I kinda got a little bitchy against him in the chat on Discord. So I already apologized to him like after the match itself, but I'm going to do it this way as well, because Pokemon is supposed to be a fun game. It's all, you know, for fun and giggles. It's not being taken that serious. It's an RNG game, so my behavior was very, you know, bitchy, and my apologies to Dyelt and also to my viewers and everybody else in this league for, you know, just being a bitch at that point, because, you know, I need to learn that my private situation and my work situation, I need to keep that separate. But sometimes, you know, things get a little bit heated in my brain, and then I kind of become a little bit of a bitch. So my apologies to that. Let's just dive into the match. I don't want to spend too much time on the negativity, so let's just see what I'm bringing. I'm bringing my Victini, my Tapu Fini, my Honchkrow, my Heracross. Mega Steelix is joining the team for the first time in this league, and Ferrothorn, so the Teeny Fini Thorn combo is already on the field as well. My opponent is bringing the Mega Pidgeot, the Keldeo, the Current Bee, Bronzong, Reuniclus, and the Incineroar. So let's dive into my team, the spreads and items. My Honchkrow is rocking out the Flying EMC again, Moxie, Mirror Move, Night Slash, Sucker Punch, and Brave Bird. Ferrothorn is rocking out with the leftovers, Iron Barbs, Knockoff, Power Whip, Leech Seed, and Gyro Ball. We're bringing the Specs Victini set again with Victory Star, of course, Blue Flare, Glaciate, Psychic, and U-Turn. Then the Tapu Fini has leftovers as well, Misty Surge, Hydro Pump, Moonblast, Calm Mind, and Substitute, so maybe we can get a sneaky sub off and Calm Mind up. Then the Heracross Choice Scarf Moxie set with Close Combat, Mega Horn, Rock Blast this time instead of Bullet Seed and Earthquake. And my Mega Steelix is rocking out Stealth Rocks, Rest, Heavy Slam, and Earthquake. So, with that all done, with the team building side all done, with me, you know, saying my apology to Dyelt, let's actually get into the match. And I mentioned before, this was a very, very heated match, and we're starting out with heat, which is the Victini. So I was like, you know what, let's try to play aggressively as possible, because I need to get a win. We've been like without a win for quite a few weeks now in every league, so I really played aggressively here, like put the emphasis on aggressive offensive play. And the Mega Pidgeot is here, and I just went, if I'm not mistaken, for the Blue Flare right away. He's going to Hurricane, which is going to drop me below half. The Blue Flare will connect, and it's going to do amazing damage. Now, I knew that a potential Roost was coming up, but I'm just going into my Riley, the Tapu Fini here. If he wants to Hurricane again, that's fine. We have like special defensive investment in the Tapu Fini, but my plan here was to just get in. He roosted, so I'm like, okay, we're gonna click Substitute here, then click Calm Mind here, and then we can click either Hydro Pump or Moonblast to try to deal some damage. So he's going to Hurricane. As mentioned before, we have some investment in the special defensive side, so that's not going to knock us out, not even putting us over half. The substitute will put us over half, but with the leftovers we are going to get some HP back also the next turn. And here I was like, okay, now we can click Calm Mind. He's probably going to break the sub with Hurricane, and we're going to get some leftovers recovery back. Then with the Calm Mind up, he can't kill us with the Hurricane, and we could potentially kill it with the Hydro Pump and Moonblast. And if I'm not mistaken, I went for the Moonblast here on the Mega Pidgeot, because Moonblast has a less chance to miss, if I'm not mistaken. So, of course, as I mentioned before, he was going for the Hurricane. Lands all the Hurricane in a row, by the way, putting us at 33 HP. I went for the Hydro Pump. I think I just wanted to get the kill then. I think it was. Like, it's been a few battles and a few weeks, days ago after I've done this match. But I went for the Hydro Pump. Thought I went for the Moonblast here. So, might be. But the Hydro Pump did kill the Mega Pidgeot. So Mega Pidgeot already gone out of the window, which is very nicely for us. And here I did not want to risk anything, so I just stayed in and sacked off my Tapu Fini. My Tapu Fini already did a lot, but you know, we only have the leftovers, and that's not going to help us out in the end. So we're just going to sack off the Tapu Fini here on the Current Black. And I went into Willow the Ferrothorn, because we have Gyro Ball on this thing, we have Power Whip on this thing, we have Knockoff on this thing, so we can potentially do some work. So he switched out his Current Black into his Incineroar, which has Intimidate, and we just went for the Gyro Ball, which is the less risky play here. If he decides to stay in, Gyro Ball would have, you know, done amazing damage. I don't think it would have killed, but it would have done amazing damage nonetheless. So here I did not want to risk losing my Ferrothorn just yet, so we're going to back into the Tapu Fini. And he's going to click Flare Blitz. Now Flare Blitz is going to do a number on the on the Victini here, but it's not going to kill off the Incineroar. So he refused to be leftovers here on his Incineroar, so that's good to know. No Assault Vest, no like Choice Bandit or anything else. So he's going to go into Liberty, and I again played aggressively. I was like, you know what? Let's Blue Flare. Let's Blue Flare it up, baby. Let's Blue Flare it up and kill that Bronzong right away from the bat. I'm really beginning to understand how to play with Victini right now. Now the Keldeo comes in. So here, he's going to set the Calm Mind. And I'm stuck in Choice Specs Blue Flare. And at this point, I was like, okay, Victini is already on low HP as it is. Let's just keep clicking Blue Flare and let's hope he kills us off. Because we are Choice Scarf Heracross, and Choice Scarf Heracross could potentially kill this thing off if it has low enough HP. I think he needed to be like at half HP. So he's gonna Calm Mind up again for the second time, and I'm staying in. I'm Blue Flaring. Let's hope to do some damage here and do some work. So another Blue Flare pops up right here from the Victini, and we're gonna get a crit plus a burn. So let me actually pause this so I can explain. So this is very unfortunate for my opponent, because Keldeo is basically dead right now. And my opponent did say that he could have won this match if I did not get the crit burn there. Now I kind of disagree with that, because I still have Heracross with Choice Scarf left, and I think a close combat from the Heracross on the Keldeo would have potentially killed it off, even if I did not get the crit there with the Blue Flare or the burn. So I think, you know, I still could potentially, you know, had a chance in this match if the Keldeo did not got the crit there. But that doesn't mean that, you know, the crit and burn here, for my side at least, was very fortunate and did help us out a lot in the match, because Keldeo, who has been setting up with 2 Calm Minds already, and I think he went for the third Calm Mind. I think he went for the second Calm Mind. I'm not mistaken, but it could potentially harm my team very much. So I'm not gonna when it happened, when the crit and burn happened, I did say to myself, okay, if I manage to win this match, I can't say like it was purely based on skill and me playing aggressive offensive. I was a bit lucky here with the crit and the burn. So that's why I'm addressing to it. I was lucky with the crit and burn here, but I don't think it would have. I don't think that he would have potentially sweep me with Keldeo if he didn't got critted burn, if that makes any sense. But let's just get in the match again. Leftovers will connect, which means that the Keldeo will not die through the burn. And at this point, he killed me off with Keldeo, I believe. Yeah, he went for the surf, so Victini will go down to the surf here from the Keldeo. But Victini did put in a lot of work. Victini put in massive work for the team here. So, Keldeo is still here. It is going to take another burn damage. It is like on, I would say 5 to 10 HP. So here comes Chimera, the Heracross, the Choice Scarfed Heracross. And I went for the Rock Blast here because I knew 2 to Rock Blast will kill off the Keldeo no problem. And if he wanted to switch out, Rock Blast would have hit like anything on his side of the field. So we are going to get the Moxie right now. He now knows that I am Choice Scarf because I outspeeded his Keldeo. So I'm going to switch out from my Heracross into Itachi, the Honchkrow. So he's going to make a double into Tony the Incineroar. An amazing double from his end. Like an amazing double. Like, I was like in awe of that double. I was like, shit. Now there's 2 things I can do. I can see Mirror Move, or I can just click see Brave Bird and just try to do as much damage as possible. So I went for that. I went for the much less risky play here. I just tried to do amazing damage here. Because Supersonic Sky Strike, even with Intimidate, we are going to, you know, do some damage against this Incineroar. So Incineroar will take that that Supersonic Strike Tribe, and it will put him over half. So Incineroar is now over half, which is very good for us. So on comes the BBK again, the Kyurem Black, and here I was like, okay. Let's just Sucker Punch. Let's try to do as much damage as possible, even though we are crippled thanks to that Intimidate, and the Ice Beam will knock us out. So, Honchkrow is now also gone. That means that 3 of my Pokemon are now gone. But I can come back into Heracross here, the Choice Scarf Heracross, and I can just click Close Combat. And that is going to kill off the Kyurem Black. So that's 2 kills now for Heracross, back to back for us. Kyurem Black goes down, and now it's 3 versus 2 of our mod. Plus the Moxie is now in session, but still he has the Fetus Deletus, the Reuniclus still on his team. So here was like, okay, I need to switch out again. So let's switch out into Willow or Ferrothorn, because Ferrothorn can still do much. We have the knockoff here, and he's going to set up with the Reuniclus. So trying to do the same thing that he does with the with Keldeo before. So now it's Ferrothorn versus Reuniclus, and I just went for the knockoff if I'm not mistaken. And he is going to Calm Mind up again. So I was like, this thing is now getting a little bit scary. But we are going to knock off his item. And this item is a Tanga Berry. Which, if I'm not mistaken, is the berry for super effective bug type moves. So that's potentially great for Heracross. Correct me if I'm wrong, by the way, because I don't know all of my berries. So here I was like, alright, try to do a lot of damage on the Reuniclus, trying to do Power Whip here. But the Focus Blast here will completely destroy us. So now it's 2v2. It's my Chimera, the Heracross, and my Steelix versus his Reuniclus and his Incineroar. I went for the Mega Horn here. The Mega Horn will connect, and that will kill off the Reuniclus. So now it's Incineroar versus the rest of my team. We are gonna get the Moxie. And I thought about clicking Mega Horn again because it does have the potential to kill the Incineroar. But I did not want to risk that. I did also not want to risk, you know, winning the match maybe with 1-0. I wanted to win this match with the best possible differential at that time, because I was 2 losses already. So I went into my Mega Steelix. The Flare Blitz will connect, but it will not do that much damage. As you can see here, it will not put us over health. So now my Mega Steelix can Mega Evolve. We can click Earthquake. Another Fire Layer Blitz will not kill us unless he got a crit. And then we take the win here with 2-0. And my Mega Steelix will get a kill as well after the 3 kills from my Heracross and the kill from Victini and the Tapu Fini. So the Flare Blitz from the Incineroar will connect, and we are going to take that hit. We are going to set up the Earthquake. We are going to kill off the Incineroar with Mega Steelix, and we are going to win this match with 2-0. So finally, after a drought of matches, not losing, we finally took a win. And yes, the crit with the burn on the Keldeo from the Victini did help us out a lot, but I still had confidence that I would have probably have won the match either way with my Scarf Heracross. It could have potentially been a lot difficult, more difficult for us to take the win, and maybe it would have been a 1-0 win for us in the end no matter what, but I still believe that we would have taken the win after that. If the Victini didn't crit the Keldeo. If people want to disagree with me, let me know in the comment section below. In the end, it's all about fun, you know, it's all about just having fun playing Pokemon, and that's why I felt ashamed for my behavior before the match against Dyelt. And again, I've issued my apology, and I hope with that it's closed. But we finally got a win. We're now 1-2 in this league. We are with a differential of -7, which is still not that good. Next week we will face off against the New York Metagross, if I'm not mistaken. So hopefully we can pull a win there and we can bring it back to 2-2, like the same thing that I did in the PMC, if I'm not mistaken. And hopefully, because after next week, we will be, you know, halfway through this league, because this is a 8-week league. So if we want to, you know, do stuff still in this league, we have to take a win next week, have to bring it back to 2-2, and maybe we can still manage to do something. But I want to thank Dyelt for an amazing heated match. I want to thank Aaron2for20, of course, for doing this replay for me. I want to thank Lantern Joe, by the way, for yesterday's match, APA Little Cup match. I forgot to mention him in that video, so his link will be in that video as well. And next week, as I mentioned before, we will take on the New York Metagross, so be hyped for that as well. And tomorrow we have the match in the BBL Season 3 against band coach of the Austin Soulbats for week 3 of that competition, so be hyped for that as well. But with that, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this match, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, share this video with others, slash subscribe button down below, and hit that bell icon, because then you get notified every time I upload a new video. That is sincerely appreciated. But with that, we're going to end the video off here, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.